time to talk about luxury cruising. From sweet so sweet to ships elite. Come explore the world in style with me on Luxury Cruising, the podcast.
And now a word from our sponsor. Here at Luxury Cruising, we love the finer things in life. There's nothing finer and more luxurious than being coached by Bev Aron. Bev Aron Coaching is luxury coaching. At Bev Aron Coaching, you get coached only by Bev. It's intimate, it's personal, it's deep. Are you starting a business? Growing your business? Looking for a husband? Looking to improve the relationship with the husband you have? Do you want to lose weight or accept your body exactly the way it is? And anything else. If you want to up-level your life in the most luxurious and supported way, Bev Aron Coaching is for you. Find her at bevaron.com.
Welcome back. Next in our series on talking about the different types of cruise lines, we're going to be talking about the suite life in some of the best premium lines out there. We are talking about Princess Cruises, Virgin Voyages, Cunard, Disney, Holland America, and Celebrity. We're going to compare their suite offerings, break down what makes each one of them unique, and hopefully help you if you are thinking about sailing in a suite on a premium line to think about and figure out what might be the best fit for your next luxury cruise experience. Premium cruise lines tend to not have super big, mega type ships. They offer similar voyages. So the itineraries are usually the same. You might get some Eastern Caribbean, Western Caribbean, Alaska, Australia. But because of the size of the ships, they can often get into smaller ports, like Key West, like maybe into Grand Cayman, that some of the other larger ships can't really get into. These lines often cater to travelers seeking a more upscale experience in terms of accommodation, dining, and of course, service. The onboard experience is definitely leveled up and the service is above average. These lines, especially when we're thinking about Disney, do generally offer kids programs for all ages. And that's with the exception of Virgin. Virgin is adult only, 18 and above. So you will get some kids programming, but you're not going to get the water slides and the zip lines and the racetracks that some of the contemporary lines will give you. These ships, what I really like about them is sometimes you can really get lower cost accommodations. We got a New Year's Eve ocean view room on a pretty old Royal Caribbean ship. When I looked at the pictures of the stateroom compared to the pictures of the stateroom on Celebrity, I was blown away. It was a no-brainer. We paid not much more for considerably better amenities, room, and ship. So you really want to think about these premium lines. It may sound expensive, like, ooh, Celebrity, ooh, Princess. But when you look at it, it may actually offer you some better bang for your buck than the contemporary lines that are really geared towards family, right? Families like Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Carnival. And I say that all except for maybe Disney, because Disney is probably expensive all the time. But for people who love Disney and maybe want to experience it once, it's well worth it. We, though, here at Luxury Cruising, we focus on the suite experience, since that's where the real luxury kicks in. Celebrity is known for modern luxury. It provides trendy entertainment in unique spaces like Eden. You've got innovative features, especially we're talking about the Edge class, which is their latest class of ships that have the magic carpet. And of course, not exclusive to the Edge class, even in their older ship, they've got the lawn club that has real grass. Play croquet, you can sit, you can lawn bowl, you can have a picnic. Most of the lawn clubs are next to a restaurant on Celebrity called the Mast Grill. So you can sit on the grass or sit at the table and have some basically barbecue food like burgers and fries. And really feel like you're sitting in the middle of a really nice park. The suite options on Celebrity will range from the iconic suite, which is the largest suite in the entire fleet, to more intimate sky suites. Edge villas and iconic suites offer the most spacious and unique layouts. And when you're talking about the iconic suite, you've got 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a massive private terrace. The villa also has is 2 stories with its own private terrace and a pool. There's other amazing suites on Celebrity, like the Royal Suite, which has a separate living and dining area, plus a bedroom and bathroom. What I love about suites, especially on the premium lines and even the contemporary lines, is that they come with different, it's not a suite as a suite as a suite. Like some have a loft and some have a larger separate dining area. And some have 2 bedrooms, some have just 1 large bedroom. So you really have a lot of variety when it comes to suites, especially on the premium lines. Of course, you get premium Wi-Fi, complimentary specialty dining, and a premium drinks package. When you sail on Celebrity, their luxury program is known as the Retreat. And all of the suites on Celebrity that are in the Retreat have a butler, a suite-only lounge that you can wait in for shore excursions and departure, premium bath amenities. You've got a complimentary minibar that's restocked daily. You can eat in your suite anytime. If you want to order from one of those specialty restaurants that are included in your cruise fare, instead of going into the dining room, you can have a more intimate experience and eat in your stateroom. You also have access to the concierge and the concierge lounge, who is an expert dedicated to helping you make the most of your time on board and ashore. They can help plan excursions and activities, including transportation. If you want to walk somewhere, they can print out maps. I've had the concierges do that for me. If I was looking to go somewhere, they just printed out a Google map so that I knew exactly how to go. The suite guests on Celebrity, of course, have priority debark and embarkation at most destinations. And if you're tethering, you will have a priority tendering spot. Of course, you'll get reserved seats in the theater. On Celebrity, you get complimentary fitness classes and just more and more and more. For people who are in royal suites and above, you also have access to the thermal suite, which, if you know, thermal suites are just so luxurious, where you lay in this beautiful, quiet space on the ship. And often they have those stone heated loungers and you look out on this beautiful vista. And it's just amazing. I love the thermal suites. You get complimentary laundry and unlimited pressings. And really you have just everything you could possibly want. And you even can extend your stay if available. For suite guests on Celebrity, it can allow you to stay, whereas most people are getting herded off by, you might be able to stay on the ship past disembarkation in certain ports. That's going to vary depending on the ship, the port, and probably even the sailing. Celebrity has a retreat-only restaurant that's called Luminae that has its exclusive menu. And all the other food and drinks are essentially included. Retreat guests on Celebrity have their own dining room called Luminae that has exclusive menus different from what's in the main dining room. Within your rooms, you've got all kinds of just little things that really take your experience from good to great, right? King size cashmere mattresses. I don't even know what a cashmere mattress is. Like, is that just extra soft? But it sounds amazing. 100% cotton towels, robes. I love a plushy robe, a pillow menu. Who knew there would be multiple types of pillows that you could get? But there are. And I think I already mentioned like the upgraded bath amenities. Like, there is no, mystery soap that is intended to cover everything in the shower. You get some really nice high-end bath amenities. The other great thing about the retreat, especially if you're on an edge class ship or in one of the celebrity ships that have been what they call revolutionized, is you get a retreat sun deck. And now we're moving, again, this is another way that celebrity is creating sort of a ship within a ship concept where you get an exclusive, luxurious outdoor area on the bow of the ship that's only for people staying at the retreat. So you've got spacious lounges, sofas, lounge chairs, day beds, anything that you need. It has its own plunge pool and hot tub. Of course, you've got some, a bar so that you can get some drinks. So the retreat on Celebrity really just has upped their suite game really considerably, I think. Next, we'll talk about Princess. If you're looking for a cruise experience that is the perfect balance of affordable comfort with premium luxury, then you really should look at Princess Cruising. Starting in October of 2025, so just about a year after I'm recording this podcast, Princess Cruises will unveil its new Sanctuary collection on Sun Princess and Star Princess. This collection is designed to really elevate the suite life to a completely new level. Guests that stay in these suites will have exclusive access to the Sanctuary Club, which is an adults-only area for over 16. So my understanding is you have to be in a suite and over 16. So really a very secluded, upscale, ideally quiet space. So, just imagine relaxing by the pool, your own private pool, sipping cocktails and unwinding in one of the included private cabanas. Just so nice. But that's not all. The Sanctuary Collection guests also get their own complimentary restaurant, which is a theme in these contemporary and premium lines. Part of the suite within the suite concept is you get a separate dining room that has a separate curated menu. There's a much lower guest to server ratio. So you really get very good service and you're highly attended to. Of course, you get multi-device Wi-Fi included, specialty dining, so that if you wanted to eat in the other specialty restaurants, you could at no extra charge. Reserved seating in the theater. The suites themselves have all the top tier amenities. In-room Lavazza coffee makers, my personal favorite, because I just love making myself an espresso at like 4:00 in the afternoon when you're like just waking up from that afternoon nap. Like, yes, please I don't have to go anywhere. I can just make my own little espresso right there in my coffee maker. You get a mini bar set up, priority services, obviously, and gratuities. What we currently have, so before October 2025, is you have a medallion class. And the people who are in medallion class get this beautiful wearable device that allows you to basically do everything touch-free. It unlocks your stateroom. It allows you to locate your family. You can unlock family-friendly games around the ship. You can even use it in the casino. So the medallion is really a very nice perk for people in the medallion club. I also love that Princess offers, Discovery and Animal Planet excursions that provide unique access to experiences created in conjunction with Discovery Channel and Animal Planet. And these are tours that you can't book independently. So people say, like, do I book through the cruise line or do I book independently? And somebody's like, well, I can book independently, less expensive, but not these. These are unique to Princess, and they can only be booked through Princess. There are behind the scenes tours. There's encounters with specialists, researchers. You can have small group sizes with a more intimate experience. One of the ones that I saw that Princess was offering was, a dog sledding adventure in Alaska with a seasoned musher or joining a team of marine biologists that are studying coral reefs in the Caribbean. So really, Princess offers these very unique and upscale tour experiences. They also have the Discovery Family Tours, and these are designed specifically to be engaging for all ages, which is really important because in my family, my kids don't want to go on these tours. There's too much talking. It's not geared towards them. It's completely boring, and it can be really hard to find an excursion that's entertaining for all of us. But these family tours on Princess are designed to be engaging for all ages with interactive activities, hands-on, so that you can, for example, participate in a Mayan archaeological dig in Mexico or go on a whale watching trip with naturalists on board. You can plan some animal encounters with a focus on conservation, if that's what you have in mind. So Princess offers a lot of really high-end experiences for people of all ages, and also the opportunity to have adults 16 and above, experiences on their coming. So Princess really gives you an opportunity to have that upscale suite experience, as well as some unique offerings, all with fantastic amenities. If you are adults only or have children all over the age of 16, also a suite only retreat area where you can rest, recharge, and relax. So next we're going to talk about Virgin. Virgin is all about modern adults only cruising. It's known that their first ship was set to debut in March of 2020. And their actual christening in New York was canceled because of the COVID-19 pandemic. But they came back, and once they started, they have really hit the ground running. For the people who I know that have cruised Virgin, they are quick converts. There are many people who I have talked to that Virgin is their new favorite cruise line. Virgin really stands out for its modern and edgy vibe. It redefines the cruising experience with a focus on wellness and entertainment. They were the first ones that I know of that really popularized the lower alcohol and zero alcohol cocktails, which is really a focus on people want to go out and they want to have a good time, sloppy drunk on a cruise ship. So Virgin heard that and really came up with some really unique offerings with zero or low alcohol. Virgin wants you to think of it as a floating boutique hotel with a Rockstar twist. It's perfect for those seeking a stylish and sophisticated getaway. And I love that it has a restaurant caters to vegan and vegetarian diners. It's a plant-based, they have plant-based meals that are the main event, not an afterthought. There are some non-plant-based entrees on the menu, but it's not the primary focus of the menu. On Virgin Voyages, you can either stay in a Rockstar suite or in a Mega Rockstar suite. And both start with a VIP embarkation in the cruise terminal access lounge. You can check in earlier than other guests that they refer to as sailors. And you have access to an exclusive lounge area while you're waiting to board the ship. Just like any Rockstar, the lounge even has a velvet rope, swanky chairs, and plenty of amazing Rockstar suites. Who doesn't love being let behind their velvet rope? Rockstars get early and priority access to all the ship's bookable events and activities, both on and off the ship. This is really a benefit if you want to get access to some of the more popular events like the drag brunch, the bungee exercise class, or any other highly sought after experience with limited availability. You also get a Rockstar agent, and your Rockstar agent is there to assist you with your reservations, can stock your room bar, and address any issues that might come up. And by the way, the first round of the stocked bar is on the house. After that, everything is charged to your room if you want to get more drinks, if you want to get the minibar restocked. You also get access to Richard's rooftop, and this also has a swanky vibe. Swanky is my favorite word to describe Virgin, if you haven't noticed. But it has a swanky vibe, and it's a forward-facing rooftop bar and lounge where you can find pre-dinner cocktails and nighttime events like sail-away parties and stargazing. You don't have to fight for seating, as there's plenty of spacious sunbeds and areas for relaxing and reading and taking the, always important afternoon nap. Richard's rooftop also has 2 hot tubs and its own bars. The Mega Rockstar Suite gives you access to the thermal suite at the Redemption Spa, and your room bar is bottomless. So not only is that first stock covered, but anytime you want it refilled, that's also covered. You, of course, get your own Rockstar agent. People in a Rockstar Suite have to share with other people in a Rockstar Suite, but people in a Mega Rockstar Suite get their own Rockstar agent. And of course, they have private transfers. So really look to Virgin if you're looking for a swanky, upscale, adults-only suite experience. Virgin is the cruise line for you. I'm going to switch now to Cunard, and I just love the idea of Cunard. It is definitely a bucket list cruise line for me. And I'm going to start because no discussion about Cunard would be complete without a little bit about its history. So Cunard is one of the oldest, most famous cruise lines in the world, dating back to 1893. In the late 19th century, Cunard emerged as a luxury transatlantic passenger travel leader, sealing a reputation of British brand luxury and elegance. After World War II, Cunard struggled to adapt to the rise of air travel, which reduced the demand for transatlantic ocean travel. So then in the 1960s, Cunard shifted its focus to the emerging cruise industry, repurposing its ships for leisure travel rather than just transportation. In 1998, Carnival Cruise Line purchased a majority stake in the company, and then finally in 1999, fully acquired Cunard Line. Cunard continues to operate some of the most famous and prestigious cruise ships in the world, including the Queen Mary, Queen Victoria, and Queen Elizabeth. It has a reputation for upholding traditional cruising elegance and sophistication. So the dining experience is considered exceptional, with multiple gourmet restaurants and an emphasis on fine dining. Cunard has a dress code for its dining rooms and other formal areas on board. In the main dining room and specialty restaurants, the dress code is enforced, and guests are expected to adhere to the dress code for the specific night. Those not following the dress code may be asked to leave the dining room and change into more appropriate attire. So the dress code on Cunard is as follows. On formal nights, the dress code means a tuxedo, dinner jacket, or suit for men, and an evening gown, cocktail dress, or other formal attire for women. On semi-formal nights, the dress code is what's called smart casual. And so for men, this means a jacket, but not necessarily a tie. And for women, a dress, skirt, or smart separates. Casual nights allow for more relaxed attire, like open neck shirts, blouses, and trousers. But I don't think that things like shorts and definitely not bathing suits will be tolerated in the Cunard dining rooms. Ships are designed with a classic, sophisticated aesthetic. The staterooms and suites are spacious and well appointed, often featuring like really luxurious amenities and furnishings. There are 2 levels of suites on Cunard. They're the Princess Suites and the Queen's Grill Suites. For Princess Suites, when you arrive, you are greeted with a bottle of sparkling wine, a fresh fruit basket in your stateroom. The suites have a separate living room and bedroom with a walk-in closet, a dressing room, of course, a larger balcony. You do get personal butler service, priority boarding and disembarkation. Your welcome amenities include access to the grill's lounge, and you get priority restaurant reservations, and complimentary laundering and pressing service, which, especially if you have to dress up, I think that that's a really nice perk. When it comes to Queen's Grill Suites, which are the most luxurious suites on Cunard, they have the highest, they obviously are the largest and they have the most upscale amenities and personalized service. You get a personal butler, again with a pillow menu, and an in-suite bar setup. Queen's Grill guests also have a private deck area with sun loungers and your own pool. The dining is also elevated with the Queen's Grill restaurant, which is exclusively for Queen's Grill guests. Just like the Princess Suites, the Queen's Grill suites get complimentary pressing and laundry. You would think. So when it comes to the onboard experience, Cunard is really known for its exceptional service with high staff to guest ratio and a focus on personalized attention. They are also known for their enrichment programs like lectures, classes. Their entertainment caters to a more sophisticated clientele. Onboard amenities and facilities like ballrooms and really, extensive libraries are intended to reflect a refined and elegant ambiance. And finally, the line's itineraries often feature overnight stays in ports, allowing guests to explore destinations in depth. So if you're really looking for that upscale, traditional cruise, even ocean liner experience, then you may want to look into. Next, we're going to talk about Disney. And, nothing says family like Disney, right? And Disney is definitely thought to offer that family-focused premium experience with exceptional service, Broadway caliber entertainment, and culinary excellence. Disney offers several features and amenities that really contribute to that elevated high-end cruising experience, especially for families. They're known for exceptional customer service with high crew to guest ratio. When we think about Disney's entertainment offerings, they're high quality, Broadway shows, character experiences, interactive activities. When it comes to the state, Disney has concierge suites and royal suite. Both suite categories offer a high level of luxury and amenities, but the concierge suites provide just a little bit more square footage and slightly enhanced features compared to the royal suites. Concierge suites offer priority boarding and disembarkation. Both royal and concierge suites have whirlpool baths with, again, the bathtub when you have a family is so important. They have mini bars. You have access to a concierge lounge, which is private family-friendly space for guests. So really a lot of what you would find in some of your other premium lines, but with a real focus on being, family-friendly and something that would appeal to guests of all ages. Their suites really stand out for their family-centric luxury with spaces designed to accommodate both adults and children. Now, if I were ever to go on a Disney ship, the one thing I always hear about when I hear about the luxury experiences on a Disney ship is their two restaurants, Palo and Remy, are, I think, two of the most renowned specialty dining restaurants across cruise lines. And really, from what I've heard, these are amazing restaurant experiences and culinary experiences. Palo is an adult exclusive Italian-inspired specialty restaurants. Guests rave about the exceptional service, the sophisticated ambiance, the high quality, authentic Italian cuisine. People rave about the Palo brunch as a must-do experience with its extensive buffet and made-to-order items. The restaurant's intimate setting with amazing ocean views creates a truly memorable dining experience. And it's really cited often as saying it provides a level of culinary experience that rivals a land-based Michelin star restaurant. Remy is also fine dining. It's French-inspired and is also considered to be some of the best food, not just on Disney Cruise Line, but on any cruise line. Guests rave about the impeccable service, the beautifully presented dishes, and the overall attention to detail, the Remy dining experience, and also considered a bucket list dining experience, with some describing it the best meal they've ever had on a cruise. Of course, when you go to Disney, you have your own private island. I don't think that the Disney private island has a suite only area. Someone can write in and correct me if I'm wrong, but we also know that the Disney excursions are family focused and intended to appeal to guests of all ages. Last, I've got Holland America, and Holland America focuses on personalized service, exceptional dining, and enriching experiences that create a luxurious experience no matter what your stateroom category is. The one thing that I love about Holland America is that it has a certification from the Responsible Fisheries Management Board. So on its sailings, the fish served in its dining room is sourced locally with those special selections highlighted on each menu. And that's really what I think puts Holland America on my bucket list for Alaska, because who doesn't want locally sourced fresh fish from Alaska? And definitely for other small ship destinations. But when I think about Alaska, I always think about fish, and then I think about fresh fish in Holland America. Holland America has 3 high-end suites, the Vista Suite, the Neptune Suite, and the Pinnacle Suite. Pinnacle and Neptune suites all have a spacious layout, that whirlpool tub. When you're in a Neptune and Pinnacle suite, you get priority seating in the dining room for breakfast and dinner with an expanded menu. On the Pinnacle class ships, which are Koningsdam, New Statendam, and Rotterdam, you have Club Orange, which is a dedicated dining room. The Neptune and Pinnacle suites can have breakfast in the Club Orange private dining room. Suite guests also receive a complimentary mimosa with in-suite breakfast, premium in-room dining breakfast menu. I love that you get, if you're in a Pinnacle and Neptune suite, you get fresh flowers in your stateroom every day. And, you know, like other lines, there's a dedicated lounge, there's priority boarding, tendering, seating in the shows, and restaurants. So Holland America, a different type of upscale luxury, with some unique offerings in terms of its culinary offerings. But I think that something worth looking at, especially if those things are of importance to you. So there you have it, an inside look at the suite life and some of the world's best premium cruise lines. The cruise lines offer a suite experience with a level of exclusivity and personalized service and amenities. They really are unique. And, you know, Cunard and Holland America focus on traditional elegance and service. Virgin Voyages has a more modern, swanky, more like a social experience, and Disney caters to families with luxurious yet inclusive tastes. Finally, Celebrity and Princess strike a balance between classic and modern. But no matter what, if you want luxury on a premium suite, there's a suite experience out there tailored just for you. Until next time, I'm wishing you safe and luxurious travel.
Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Luxury Cruising. If you have a luxury cruising experience you'd like to share, please email me at luxurycruisingpodcast@gmail.com. That's luxurycruisingpodcast, all one word, @gmail.com.